This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. The latest numbers from early this month show nearly 40% of Dane County's COVID-19 cases were associated with UW-Madison.
Madeline O'Neill tells us why that's not surprising and how campus officials are working to stop the spread in its tracks.
Well, this semester there's mandatory testing, thousands more done a day than last semester, with University Health Services conducting about 65% of total tests done here in Dane County. That means more positive cases are being caught, cases that have to be followed up on to stop the spread.
We've definitely been busy.
Registered nurse Carlotta Soder now holds the title of contact tracer with the University Health Services, one of about 100, about double the amount last semester.
It's very important on campus when we have so many students and staff here.
And so many tests, a daily record of 11,600 Wednesday, compared to about 3,000 on the university's highest testing day fall semester. That also means logging more positive cases, noted by Public Health Madison and Dane County.
The good news, though, is UW is testing the students, so they're catching those cases really early and quarantining, and then if they turn positive, they're taking them and putting them in isolation. All of that is there's a lot of controls for it now, so I think we're catching a lot of it this time around.
Catching the virus early is the goal.
And that's the beauty of the frequency of the testing, is that when you test like that, when you keep testing routinely, we can catch you before you become symptomatic.
Then tracers like Soder can call each and every close contact.
And then we notify them that they are close contact and put them into quarantine.
Critical on campus.
Like if we can keep one more person at home in quarantine or isolation, we can prevent, maybe 4 or 5 others from being ill.
Many cases are traced to socializing.
I think there's just at that age range where their identity is friends.
But Soder says students this semester are isolating or quarantining as recommended when they get the call.
It feels good to know that.
In response to rising cases here on campus last week, the university directed certain student populations to do more frequent testing. And according to their data dashboard, cases have been trending downward since then.
All right, Maddie, live on campus. Thank you. Across the state, 6.6% of Wisconsinites have now completed their vaccination series. 14% have gotten at least one shot. 48% of those 65 and older have received at least one dose. State and county health officials confirmed 747 new COVID cases today. That's higher than yesterday's count, also above the 7-day average of 617. 25 more people have lost their lives.
A new development in the war on COVID-19. Today, the FDA announced a third coronavirus vaccine made by Johnson & Johnson meets requirements to be authorized for emergency use in the U.S., leaving just one more hurdle to clear before it would become available. This vaccine is different than the others now on the U.S. market. It doesn't have to be frozen and only takes one shot. The downside, the FDA analysis shows it has a lower efficacy than the others, nearly 67% effective against moderate to severe COVID-19 at least 2 weeks after the shot.
What is the goal of the vaccine? To prevent you from getting really sick, needing hospitalizations and death, and this vaccine seems to work pretty well in that regard.
A fourth COVID-19 vaccine could become available in the U.S. in April when AstraZeneca hopes to secure FDA emergency use authorization of its vaccine.
Researchers in the United Kingdom say a combined flu and COVID-19 vaccination is a future possibility. The head of the Department of Infectious Disease at Imperial College London told UK lawmakers today a combination is the most likely scenario, but we'll have to wait at least until next year to know more about the epidemiology of the new coronavirus variants. A new research center study shows nearly 60% of Americans say teachers from K through 12 should be vaccinated for COVID-19 before students return to the classroom. The remaining 40% say schools should reopen regardless as soon as possible. Those involved with the data also say students falling back academically should be a top factor in determining when students should return to in-person learning.
Let's go to weather now. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is on the backyard patio.
Where we still have a mild evening after what was a really pleasant afternoon with sunshine. I think a lot of folks that were enjoying the warmer weather got to enjoy the afternoon again today. We hit 40 degrees in Madison, starting the day off in the upper 20s. So certainly above average for afternoon highs and for our overnight lows. Overall, a really pleasant day. Again, temperatures in the upper 20s right now in Dane County, holding on to 30 still in Janesville and 33 in Monroe. We shouldn't drop too much for our overnight lows, but we will drop below freezing, so anything that did melt, that'll refreeze for us overnight. Our snowpack, though, just taking a beating with these milder temperatures and the sun coming through. We're down quite a bit in southern Wisconsin. Doppler track is quiet tonight. Not expecting any snow to add on top of our snowpack for us for Thursday, but by Friday night, we might see a little light snow building into the area. Other than Friday night, that's about our only chance for some light snow as we look through the 10-day, but we will take a closer look at that potential in just a few minutes.
Police in Sun Prairie believe they have found the location where a deadly shooting happened yesterday. They say their investigation led them to the 200 block of Broadway Drive. Detectives are working to identify suspects and determine a motive for the shooting yesterday. The 29-year-old victim was taken to a Madison clinic and later transported to a hospital with a gunshot wound to the chest. He was pronounced dead a short while later. The victim's name has not been released.
A Wisconsin firefighter is in critical condition after responding to a fire in a rural part of the state last week. It wasn't the flames that hurt him either. This happened about 40 miles northeast of Eau Claire. The nearby Cornell Fire Department was dispatched to help stop this structure fire last Friday. 35-year-old Justin Fredrickson responded to the scene. The police chief says when Fredrickson was using a hose outside, he was struck in the abdomen, not by flame or debris, but by a loaded firearm inside that was set off by the intense heat. Fire department says he is still in critical condition after multiple surgeries. Tonight, the LA County Sheriff saying Tiger Woods' car crash was, quote, purely an accident. There was no evidence that he was impaired. No charges will be filed. The statement posted on Tiger's Twitter account says, quote, he is currently awake and responsive. Doctors say Woods had open fractures affecting his two lower leg bones, his tibia and fibula. When surgeons inserted a rod into the tibia and stabilized Tiger's foot and ankle with a combination of screws and pins.
The Bruce Company Middleton is planning to redevelop its garden center and build several multi-family apartment buildings. It will all happen on the company's 16 acres of land in the 2800 block of Parmenter Street. The Bruce Company has been working with the city on designs and submitted conceptual documents yesterday to the Middleton Plan Commission.
It's been a great collaboration. It's new to us, so it was good to be able to just come to the table with our main interest of improving the space and how can we work together, and some real effective brainstorming on what does this look like going forward and what would be their first suggestions.
The new development will create spaces for businesses to move in. It will also have park-like landscaping and better access to Pheasant Branch Creek. The garden center will remain open during the construction.
Republican leaders in the state say they will move forward with plans to change absentee voting. Speaker Robin Vos says more review is needed, though, but he says the plan put forth earlier this week in the Senate includes requiring absentee voters to provide photo ID for every election and limit who can automatically receive absentee ballots each election. It also targets those who are considered indefinitely confined, either because of age or disability. Another part of the Republican-authored proposal says ballot drop boxes shouldn't be allowed in any locations other than election clerk offices, and another bill would require that only voters, not election officials, could fill out the information on absentee envelopes. Governor Evers is expected to veto any such legislation. On Capitol Hill, House Democrats have reintroduced a police reform bill named in honor of George Floyd. Just weeks after his death, the House introduced and passed it. However, it never passed the Senate. It has provisions to overhaul qualified immunity for law enforcement, prohibits racial profiling, and bans chokeholds at the federal level, classify them as a civil rights violation. The bill would also establish a national registry of police misconduct maintained by the Justice Department. Congressional aides say the House could vote on this proposal as soon as next week.
Restoration works inside the U.S. Capitol building is still ongoing. It has been now 7 weeks since the attack on the Capitol building. Rioters on January 6th damaged historic paintings, statues, mirrors, windows, personal artifacts, and much more. Since then, crews have been working to fix or replace much of what was damaged. So far, more than 250 people have been charged in connection with those riots. We are seeing new video tonight from Ecuador inside some of the prison Madison riots from yesterday that left nearly 70 inmates dead. The country's President Lenin Moreno informed the nation that the riots occurred in 3 different jails at the same time in 3 different provinces. Now, according to local officials, what triggered the riots is a turf war between 2 different criminal syndicates. They're struggling for control of the criminal underworld inside the Ecuadorian prison system.
The U.S. Postal Service has selected a Wisconsin company to build its next generation environmentally friendly mail delivery vehicle. Take a look. Oshkosh Defense will assemble 50,000 to 165,000 of these delivery vehicles. More room for packages, modern updates like cameras, collision avoidance systems. USPS describes the deal as the first part of a multi-billion-dollar 10-year effort to switch a portion of its huge fleet to electric vehicles. Foxconn Technology Group says it has signed a deal with a California startup to build electric cars, potentially at the facility in Wisconsin. Details of the agreement with electric car company Fisker are expected to come in the coming months. However, Fisker chairman and chief executive tells the Wall Street Journal Foxconn's property in Wisconsin would be a, quote, obvious choice for producing those vehicles.
Still ahead at 10, some incredible security camera footage from South Florida when an out-of-control boat slams into multiple docks. We'll have that story for you when we come back.
One call, that's all.
It's a one call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all it takes. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
The Great American Sales Event at your local Ford store has just been extended. Don't miss out on Flex Buy with 0% APR for 66 months plus $1,000 President's Day cash on top of other offers on select SUVs. With added days of deals on America's best-selling brand, now's a great time to buy. Hurry in or shop online before March 1st. Choose Flex Buy in a 2021 Explorer with 0% APR for 66 months plus $1,000 President's Day cash. Hurry, the Great American Sales Event ends soon.
Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week is new and updated for 2021. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course menu at a special price for dining in at the restaurant or for takeout that you can enjoy at home. Dining with a choice. Don't miss Restaurant Week 2021, February 22nd through the 27th. Additional support provided by Wisconsin Beef Council and E&J Gallo Winery. For Restaurant Week menus and details, visit madisonmagazine.com.
One of the biggest furniture events of the year, the President's Sale, is ending. Come on. Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around on all sorts of furniture. And right now at our President's Sale, everything is an additional 25% off our already low price.
This is totally you. Oh.
Yeah, this is the winner.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland, ends Saturday.
Winning Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 times in a row, that had never been done before. Then again, neither had a 12-inch touchscreen or 1,000 pound-feet of torque, or being the only pickup on Car and Driver's 10 best list. Never been done before. It's just kind of our thing.
During the Ram President's Day event, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $3,750 total bonus cash on the 2021 Ram 1500.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
As soon as you make that call, you're going to have somebody on your side. They're going to be your advocate. They're going to fight for you.
One call, that's all.
They took care of everything.
News 3 Now this morning continues to highlight area businesses in the 608 for Winter Restaurant Week. Thursday morning, an inside look at one of the area's newest restaurants serving up American comfort food with regional touches. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7.
Breaking news right now, Sun Prairie police are asking people to avoid a portion of West Main Street as they investigate what they are calling a traffic incident. They say at least one person has been injured and police will be on scene for the next several hours. So the area to avoid is between Ruby Lane and Bird Street. Authorities in Germany and Belgium seized more than 50,000 pounds of cocaine in an international operation. Officials are calling it the largest amount of cocaine ever seized in Europe. The operation lasted more than a week and culminated in the arrest of a 28-year-old man whose address was on the shipment. The drugs would have a street value of several billion euros. And new tonight, the United States Air Force is calling its first missile test of the year a success. It launched an unarmed ballistic missile from Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. Officials say the missile traveled approximately 4,200 miles to a test range in the Marshall Islands. They say it reached speeds of more than 15,000 miles per hour. The Air Force says the test demonstrates the U.S. weapons system is safe, secure, and effective.
Residents in a South Florida neighborhood are shaken up after an out-of-control boat barreled towards their backyards. The boat was on the Intercoastal in Palm Beach Gardens when it crashed into multiple docks here. You can see someone tumble out of the boat just moments before it makes impact. Someone who witnessed it says 2 people were ejected, but luckily the local fire department says no one was seriously hurt. Prosecutors have dropped DWI charges against Bruce Springsteen. He instead pleaded guilty today to a lesser charge of drinking at New Jersey's Sandy Hook National Recreation Area, despite knowing it was prohibited. Springsteen was arrested in November. Documents show his blood alcohol content was under the .08 limit. Today, a judge ordered the boss to pay a $500 fine plus $40 in court fees. COVID-19 pandemic hasn't eased its grip on the cruise industry. 2 major cruise lines, Carnival and Disney, announced all trips through May are now canceled. Disney has also paused its international sailing through at least August. No word yet on when cruising operations from U.S. ports will resume. Both companies are offering customers of halted cruises a choice between a future adventure or a full refund.
The self-described happiest place on earth will start taking in visitors again next month. Disney's California Adventure Park will reopen on March 18th for the first time in nearly a year. The experience will be called The Touch of Disney, and the capacity will be limited. For $75, visitors will be able to roam the park, see Disney characters, and use an unlimited photo pass. Some retail locations and restaurants will also be open, but the rides will still be off limits. The flagship park, Disneyland, will remain closed. Mount Etna, Europe's most active volcano, continued to light up the Sicilian sky tonight. For over a week, Etna has been belching lava, ash, and volcanic rocks on a regular basis. The nearby Catania airport closed temporarily, and residents of the nearby town of Pedara said one day last week it appeared to be raining rocks as a thick blanket of ash covered the town. So far, there have been no reports of damage or injuries.
Well, check this out. A veterinary hospital in Oklahoma is calling this 6-legged puppy a miracle. Her name is Skipper. She has 2 pelvic areas, 2 urinary tracts, reproductive regions, and tails. She is just a few days old, but Neal Veterinary Hospital says on Facebook it is highly unusual for a puppy like this to survive this long. Well, on a relatively comfortable night out there across southern Wisconsin, our first warn forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
Thankfully not too chilly outside, and these afternoon high temperatures have been pretty enjoyable after our cold stretch. I'm someone who likes winter. High temperatures expected to stay above freezing for the next several days and through the weekend. We are going to see those temperatures eat away at our snowpack a little bit. When we couple in the sunshine, things are going to continue to melt outside. Friday night, we might pick up a little bit of snow heading into Saturday morning, though right now those accumulation totals look pretty minor. And overall in the 10-day forecast, we are expecting more sunshine than cloud coverage. So we're really going to hold on to that sun stretching through the weekend and into next week. Doppler track is pretty quiet right now. Overnight, skies should remain mostly clear. Temperatures dropping a few more degrees. Will be in the upper teens for our overnight lows. Tomorrow afternoon, plan on high temps in the mid to upper 30s, so just a little bit above average for your Thursday. And then for Friday, we're expecting temps early in the day to be near 20. Afternoon high temperatures expected to climb to the upper 30s. It'll be partly sunny in the afternoon. Afternoon should be pretty quiet for us. It's later in the day, or later in the evening, I should say, that late chance for light snow starts to build in closer to midnight. I'll take a broader look at this now, what we're expecting for Friday night. The mixing line is going to be passing right over southern Wisconsin. So areas to the south will be dealing with rain. Areas to the north just seeing that light snow coming down. I wouldn't be surprised if areas south of Madison, closer to the Illinois state line, pick pick up a few raindrops mixed in with this light snow early Saturday morning just after midnight, as temperatures will be pretty close to freezing, but much of our area should just be dealing with that light snow and flurries coming down early Saturday. Now, throughout the day on Saturday, by the time we're mid-late morning, we're back to partly sunny skies. So this is just a quick little event passing through. Doesn't bring a lot of accumulation, just a little light snowfall. Generally, accumulation total should stay under an inch, so just trace amounts, and anything that does try to stick on the ground, it's really not going to last for long because high temperatures later on Saturday will be warming right up yet again. And our 6 to 10 day outlook, likely that we're going to trend below average with our precipitation. We just really don't see a lot of opportunities for any sort of precip to build in. Our temperature trend staying above average in our 6 to 10 day and that 8 to 14 day. Very likely that we're going to continue to see above average afternoon highs, even just a degree or two, still trending on the up. Mostly sunny and pleasant tomorrow. High temperatures mid to upper 30s. That trend continues into Friday. And again, we do have the chance for some light snow late Friday night into Saturday. But Saturday afternoon, those highs will be back in the low 40s. So we'll continue on with this melting trend. Very standard for late February and into early March. That carries us into next week, where high temperatures, aside from Monday, will yet again be warming above freezing, and then those overnight low temperatures are expected to be below freezing as we look ahead to next week. So we'll get a little bit of thawing in the afternoon, and then everything is expected to freeze yet again overnight. So that can lead to some early morning ice for us, Eric, but overall, I think we're in that melting process right now, and those of you that aren't a fan of winter,
I don't dislike winter. I don't like the whatever that was in the first part of February.
Oh, that cold snap.
This is perfect winter.
This is
35 to 45. Snow on the ground. You can still play in the snow.
That's what you're okay
I don't
with.
like that below zero stuff. Had enough of that. Dana, thank you. Still ahead tonight, the WIAA kicks off its high school state basketball tournament tomorrow. This year's going to look a little bit different for the girls. We'll have the details when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18-month 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore store. The President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
At American Family Insurance, we've always protected more than what you drive. We've protected and supported the dreams that drive you. Right now, that means extending our 10% savings on auto premium for all current and new auto customers through March, so you can get a little closer to your dream. Whether your dream is discovering new roads and new limits, or supporting that dream. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, carefully knead dough. Step 2, artfully spread sauce. Step 3, add fresh mozzarella and assemble toppings. Step 4, realize we already did all that for you. So all you have to do is bake it. Right now, get the Cheeseburger Pizza with ground beef, burger sauce, onions, and pickles for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The 47th annual Birkebeiner started today. This is up in cable, but like everything over the past year, this one is very different. Extra emphasis on keeping people safe. This year's race will host nearly 5,000 racers. The event normally attracts tens of thousands of visitors, but this year no spectators are allowed. The race will space out over the course of 5 days and will have virtual race sites as well, and that includes Madison's Elver Park. Big Ten announcing the schedule for the men's basketball postseason conference tournament. This is next month in Indianapolis. The tournament will start March 10th at Lucas Oil Stadium down in Indy. The Big Ten Network will televise the first 10 games of the tournament. The conference semis and the finals will be televised right here on WISC TV. That'll be March 13th and 14th. The Badgers currently the 6th seed in the conference standings, so they would play, actually, if that were to stay that way, they would play Thursday night about 9 o'clock down in Indy. We have more details on the upcoming tournament at channel3000.com.
At the high school level, this year's state basketball tournaments are being split between two locations, La Crosse and the Menominee Nation Arena in Oshkosh. Gabriela Primus has the story.
Well, it's a nice little shot in the arm with the WIAA state girls and state boys tournaments, being split between Oshkosh and La Crosse. This is a real nice benefit.
Dan Shetter is a general manager of the Best Western Premier Waterfront Hotel. He says having state basketball down the street at the Menominee Nation Arena gives him hope to see more events back.
Past year almost, business almost shut off completely once the pandemic hit. And for us being a hotel that caters largely to groups, and are looking forward to it. We're definitely getting an increase in room bookings out of it for our hotel specifically.
Shetter says hosting the basketball tournament opens all doors for Oshkosh restaurants, hotels, and storefronts.
Honestly, it's just having fans back in the stands.
Carolyn Fields is a special events manager at the arena. She's expecting a socially distanced full house starting Thursday.
The tickets for each game is approximately 1,100 in total. So we offer them out to the teams first and their athletic departments to provide to the families and their fans. And then we open it up to the public.
But you can't just go solo to a game.
They have to purchase them in pods, so it's either groups of 2, 3, or 4 in order to purchase tickets. So you couldn't purchase individual tickets or, sit with 15 people at once.
Field says the seats will be disinfected between games.
I definitely hope that it gives some representation on how we handle safety and protocol for handling COVID-19 here at the arena.
It's going to drive business, bringing people from outside the area to support their various teams.
It's about putting smiles on people's faces, getting back to a sense of normalcy in a way to where people are being able to enjoy what they love the most. And there's no better way to do that than basketball.
That was Gabriela Primus reporting. At the Menominee Nation Arena, girls D1 plays this weekend. We'll have more on Verona's tournament run tomorrow. D3 also plays this weekend, both in Oshkosh. Girls Division 2, 4, and 5 will play in La Crosse. The boys play next weekend. And we'll be right back.
Get the ultimate deals on sleep made simple at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Mattress Sale. Save as much as 70% off clearance and floor sample mattresses while they last. Shop early for best selection. They're going fast at Ashley Home Store.
Still a traffic jam. Just better views. Still your to-do list. Just getting more done. Still packing up. Just a little easier. The Chevy Silverado, making life's journey just better.
Right now, get $4,250 cash allowance on this 2021 Silverado. Plus, eligible GM credit card members get an additional $1,000 in bonus earnings. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Love lower than low prices?
Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
At US Cellular, we believe everyone deserves 5G. So we're building our powerful 5G network for the millions of Americans who live outside of New York and LA, like teachers in Madison and small business owners in Rockford. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge for everyone, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
The fact that group of law officers actually came to my home made a huge difference for me.
I felt assured that they would be able to turn things around for me and make me whole. And that's exactly what happened.
I really felt that my case was in the hands of a professional.
And it was a painless process.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Once you get past the initial shock of what happened, Gruber Law Offices will take it from there.
The Great American Sales Event at your local Ford store has just been extended. Don't miss out on Flex Buy with 0% APR for 66 months plus 1,000 President's Day cash on top of other offers on select SUVs. With added days of deals on America's best-selling brand, now's a great time to buy. Hurry in or shop online before March 1st. Choose Flex Buy in a 2021 Explorer with 0% APR for 66 months plus $1,000 President's Day cash. Hurry, the Great American Sales Event ends soon.
Get the ultimate style for the ultimate deal at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Sale. Save big on everything in the store, including doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices online and in-store. And no interest financing for 3 years. Ashley Home Store.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Let's go to Dana. Final check of the forecast.
We're expecting sunny skies for tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s yet again. Our next opportunity for any light snow will develop late Friday night into Saturday. And right now it really just looks like trace amounts coming through. And anything that does try to stick won't last for long, as high temperatures on Saturday will be in the low 40s again. Partly sunny skies for Saturday and for Sunday. And for next week, we'll be a little cooler on Monday, but that warming trend kicks off, carries us back close to 40 degrees by the end of the week. So overall, a lot of sunshine and pretty decent end of February.
Dana, thanks. Thanks for joining us.
Do something good. We'll see you back here tomorrow.